NBA Wednesday is here, and I've got my 3 favorite plays in this video, and I'm giving completely free access to every single person to our VIP Discord if we do not go 3-0 today. So make sure you're locked in. I'm feeling great about these plays. We got a ton of games to go into on Wednesday, and we're going to hit all 3 of these plays. So let's lock in. But before we get into any plays, the best thing you can do for your bankroll 100% is taking advantage of user sign up offers just like this one. Underdog Fantasy is giving every single new user $75 once you play your first 5. We have partnered up with them and they are giving this ridiculous offer to every single one of you. So make sure you're claiming this on Underdog. Play your first $5 and claim $75 for free. And if you're in any of these yellow states that are up here on the screen right now, you are good to go. So make sure you're locking in on Underdog. It is the best app right now for this user sign up. Play $5, get $75. Might just be the best one I've ever seen. Now, let's talk about what's going to be happening in this video. I've got a ton of plays for you. We're going to go into a 2-man and then a 3-man, and then we've got one bonus pick at the very end. But let's just hop right in to that 2-man without any further ado. It is going to be these 2 guys right here. So we're starting it off with Anthony Simons on the over at 16.5 points plus rebounds against the Indiana Pacers. And the second play is Cade Cunningham on the over at 10.5 assists against the New Orleans Pelicans. Now, first thing I want to say, let's just look at payout real quick. We are putting $100 down, and we're not just getting 3x like you usually get on Prizepicks, Underdog, wherever you usually play for a 2-man. We're actually getting 3.29x. So instead of getting $300, I'm getting $330 from the exact same place. That is insane, and the way that I'm doing that is by using an app called Chalkboard. And the best part is, guys, every single one of you guys can likely get on this app. They are giving $100 turns into $330 instead of 100 turns into $300. It is basically just free money. If you take one of these every single day, it does not take long for that money to rack up, and you just start making more than everybody else around you just taking the 3x 2-man parlays. And every single person on Chalkboard, when you sign up with my code BAM, you're going to get a free pick and a 100% match up to $100. So if you put in $100, they're going to match you with $100 and send you a free pick. Like Wemby to get 1 point, Booker to get 1 point, whatever it is. They're giving you a free pick and a 100% match. It's a no-brainer. Now, without further ado, let's break down these 2 plays. Starting off with Anthony Simons at 16.5 points plus rebounds. So first thing, he's hit this in 8 of his last 10 games. He's looking on a great streak. He's hitting this in 12 of his last 20 games. But specifically, I want to focus on this 8 of the last 10 games because he recently has been absolutely on fire. And now he's getting a very good matchup here against the Pacers. The Pacers are a bad basketball team. And in this case, they are bottom 3 in rebounds allowed and bottom 10 in points allowed. And we're taking him on points plus rebounds. So we are literally targeting the 2 areas where this defense is weak. This is a prime position to go ahead and take Anthony Simons. And Anthony Simons in his career has hit this against the Pacers in a 6 out of... And in the last 5 games he's played against the Pacers, he's actually hit this in 3 of them. So this is a great spot for Anthony Simons. Now, it's worth mentioning there's actually an extra perk here that I haven't even mentioned. As I'm recording this, the night before the games happen, Jaylen Brown is currently probable to play, but he's still on the line. We don't know if he's going to play. We don't know if he's not. If he does end up playing, there's a good chance that he's not going to play his full amount of minutes. They're not going to throw him out there when he is potentially dealing with some kind of injury. So it's very likely that not only does Anthony Simons get good playing time, he gets more than usual because the number 1 starter for the Celtics, Jaylen Brown, might actually be limited in this game. So this is a great spot. Go ahead and take Anthony Simons over 15.5 or on Chalkboard 16.5, wherever you want to get it. Points plus rebounds. Now, moving into play number 2, the same one from this 2-man parlay, it's Cade Cunningham at 10.5 assists. Now, Cade has been on fire. If you haven't watched Cade recently, go ahead, turn on some Cade Cunningham. He just dropped 14 assists against a top 10 defense in the Boston Celtics, and that was just on Monday. Now, the matchup is great, guys. He dropped 14 assists on a top 10 defense. You think, oh, it can't get better than that. Well, no. Now his line is at 10.5, and the defense, well, let's take a look. they're a bottom 3 defense to assists allowed. Now, this defense that we're talking about is none other than the New Orleans Pelicans. Cade's hit in 7 of the last 10. He's coming off a absolutely phenomenal game against a great defense in the Boston Celtics. And now he's facing one of the worst teams in all of basketball. So, this is one of the easier overs I've taken this season. And if we look at, well, you said he's hitting 7 of the last 10, right? What about those 3 games where he didn't hit? What's happening in those? Well, he was playing up against a top 11 defense in the Clippers. He had a rough game against the Cavs, who are actually not that good of a defense, but that happens. Players have rough games every single time. A rough game, by the way, here is still 7 assists, so we literally cannot say that. No faults to Cade at all. And then the other time he missed was he only got 5 assists against the Pacers, who against the assists against his particular position are a top 6 defense. So it's been rough. Every single time he misses, the signs are there. He's playing against good defenses, and it makes sense why he's missing. In this game, that's not the case. He's playing up against a bottom 3 defense in the Pelicans, and he's coming off a 14 assist game just a couple of days ago on Monday. So go ahead, hit Cade Cunningham over on the assists. Now, before we get into plane number 3, I want to make sure you guys are taking these on Chalkboard and on Underdog, because that's where you can get the best values. Chalkboard giving $330 for a $100 slip is just ridiculous. It's absolutely insane. But let's hop in to the final play. We're going into this 3-man right here. Let me zoom in real quick for y'all. We got Anthony Simons, Cade Cunningham, and we're chucking in Ryan Rollins as well. Now, Ryan Rollins at 24.5 points plus rebounds plus assists. We're hitting the over here. Now, this is a perfect spot. Every single person betting on Ryan Rollins tonight is going to be hitting the under. So, the reason for that is because he's had quite a bit of a cold streak recently. If we scroll down right here, we see, oh my God, that's a lot of red on Ryan Rollins. So, you know what Prizepicks users are going to do? I'll pull up Prizepicks just to show you guys. This is what the casual Prizepicks user does. They're going to go to Ryan Rollins. They're going to click that stat bar right there. Prizepicks want you to see the stats. That's all the stats they want you to see. Red or green, oh, I'm going to place some money now. That's what Prizepicks wants you to do. But we're not going to do that. The stat bar shows that Ryan Rollins has actually gone under this in 5 straight games. So what's going to happen? Everybody and their mom is going to take the under on this, because that's all the people think about when they're taking plays on Prizepicks. That's really all the research that is done, but we're actually going deeper into that. We're actually hitting the over right here because, number one, there are some injuries on the side of the Bucks. Prince is out, Porter is questionable, Turner's questionable. Giannis is in for this game, but he's also been slowly ramping up his minutes, so we can't fully count that as, him being at his max capacity. And if we look at Ryan Rollins, zoom out of this small sample size, and we see him over the course of the entire season, he's actually hitting this at a 52% clip, which is super solid. Now, this is a tough matchup for him against the OKC Thunder, but it's not like we haven't seen the Thunder been beat before, right? The Thunder went to overtime with the Jazz, and the Thunder got blown out by the Hornets. This Milwaukee team just beat that Hornets team, right? So the Thunder are actually a lot closer to the rest of the league than some people might think, and Ryan Rollins in particular is due right here. He's absolutely due. He's gotten 20, 20, and 21 in his last 3 games. All we need from him right here is 25. Now, this might feel a little bit skeptical to you guys. A lot of you guys might be going, well, I actually really don't want to take that play. Bam, how would you give me a replacement play? And your luck. I got you with my 4th pick, which is a replacement play for any of these 3. If you don't want to take any of these 3, just go ahead, lock in this bonus pick. But before I get into that pick, I just want to say one more time, if you're still watching this video, do me a favor, drop a like on this one, helps me out a ton. But to close us out for that bonus pick, we're hitting Michael Porter Jr. on the over at 33.5 points plus rebounds plus assists. Now, Michael Porter Jr. has hit this in 7 of the last 10, and he's going to face the New York Knicks at home. Now, a ton of people might go, what? The Knicks at home? This is going to be a really tough matchup for the Nets. Well, let me tell you, the New York Knicks have been a bottom 5 offense and a bottom 5 defense in the NBA since 2026 started. They are on a generationally bad run, And I mean, it makes sense that good teams are going to have a slump, but this slump is honestly very crazy. Jalen Brunson is obviously not playing in this game, or he has not been playing in those previous games. That's what I meant to say. He's playing in this one, but the reason why they've been on that crazy slump, a lot of injuries. Hart's missed time, Brunson's missed time. But the point is, the Knicks are playing bad basketball. And what does that mean? That means that a sharpshooter like Michael Porter Jr. can come in and capitalize. He's hit this in 7 of the last 10. And if we look at it on the season, he's actually hitting this at a 67% rate, which is super solid. So that's the bonus pick. It's Michael Porter Jr. at 33.5 points, rebounds, assists. That's all I got for the video. One more time, make sure you guys are signing up on Underdog and Chalkboard with code BAM. And I'll see you all in the next one once we go 4 for 4.